First of all, welcome everybody. And today what we're going to do is we have 3 different crystals, and in front of each one of those crystals is the tarot card that actually matches that crystal. So what I want you to do is to pick the card or the crystal that takes your fancy, the one that you are most attracted to. Just have a look and see which crystal you have, which one you like. Which crystal are you most attracted to? There are 3 crystals, and you have the first one, and the second one, and the third one. And I want you to choose which crystal is the one you want to have your reading. And we'll do them in order. Okay? So this is Dragon's Blood Jasper, and if you chose this, it's connected with the earth. The element it chooses is the earth. It's to do with the heart and the sacral, and also this is connected with the Emperor Tarot. So if you chose Dragon's Blood Jasper or the Emperor in the tarot card, this reading is for you. And this is a time to connect yourself again. Try to ground yourself, because things may have been slightly out of control for you, and you may not have been able to catch up. It's as if you're always chasing time, chasing jobs, chasing events, and it's all been just a little bit fast and furious for you, really. So just try to slow down and kind of pace yourself. Spiritually, you could place yourself in a field of wheat or barley and watch how the breeze rips and ripples across the top of the grain. And all the time you're standing still, you remain still, unmoved by the hubbub around you. And this is when you are going to receive your recharge. I think if you have an animal around you, it also senses that events are coming. It senses the supermoon, and it may be a little erratic, so just notice and observe its behaviour. So for those of you who chose Dragon's Blood Jasper or the Emperor card, perhaps you and your closest loved ones or partners have been maybe at cross purposes. Well, now is the time to resolve those differences. They should settle down, actually. And the past few days and weeks, since the beginning of September really, have been particularly disruptive. Now it's going to start to settle down. So allow your partner or your loved one room to speak and say their piece. And you should do the same also. And do it with love and kindness. So if you chose this Dragon's Blood Jasper or the Emperor card, financial things should not be too difficult for you. but always keep your eye on the bottom line. It's not your spending that is the problem. It's actually the economy, the environment of the economy, of the things that are going around you. Plan for eventualities, but I don't think you're going to be left short. And it's going to be much better than you think financially. So that was for those who chose Dragon's Blood Jasper or the Emperor card. That was your reading. So this is for those that chose Cobalto Calcite. And this is connected with the element of fire and with your heart chakra. So it's for those that chose Cobalto Calcite, or in the tarot, the Lover's card. This reading is for you. And there is something that it's very gentle about your energy and your aura. And the energy from this harvest supermoon, it's going to bring you a calmness. It will bring you closer to something that has bothered you. And it may be a closure of some kind. It may be a closure or a truth that you've not really wanted to hear, but you're ready for it. And you have a feeling of spiritual at oneness with your life. You know where to find your quiet area, your quiet space. Well, you may need to use that space a little more than you think. But you have achieved that, it's like head above the clouds perspective. And you can see that the pot is being stirred around you. And you're a little reluctant to be a part of that. That is your trump card, actually. Stepping back and letting others enjoy their fight or their battle. You kind of realize that there is no ground to be gained and you're not going to be wasting your energy. So for those of you that chose the Cobalto Calcite or the Lover's card, your family is everything to you. And it doesn't always feel reciprocated, but it will be in time. You are cherished and loved. And this is not always spoken to you. But know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. Again, you are the centre of the wheel and the centre that all the spokes attach to. So use that power wisely. There's either a problem child or a younger energy around you that lingers on your horizon. They're going to have an I told you so moment. And you may need to be there for support for them, but without getting involved. And it's a wake-up call that you've seen coming for a long time. Resist that temptation to say, told you so. That's hard, isn't it? So for those who chose this Cobalto Calcite or the Lover's card, you are a generous soul and you may be easily taken advantage of. In years gone by, people may have thought that they could trample over you. Now this supermoon gifts you the power of the word no. So please use it. You are in your power and you have much to give, actually. But you're not going to allow much to be taken. And good for you. About time. And this is a point of establishing your boundaries and your control. So finances for you are always a bit iffy, but you're quite careful spender. And you've always put a little aside. So don't worry about that. And that was the reading for Cobalto Calcite, or those who chose the Lover's card. So this is for those of you who chose Chrysocolla Heterogenite. Just look at that. Is that not just stunning? I think it's gorgeous. So it's connected with the element of water. Look at that. Fancy that. Just happens to be here. And it's also connected to the heart and the throat chakra. For those of you that chose Chrysocolla heterogenite or the Hierophant card, this is your reading. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can hear you. I can hear you stomping down the track. Oh my. You're coming. You're like a train and nothing is going to stop you. If something is bothering you, I think you're going to have to say it. But please, please be measured. Think before you speak. Because I think you may have said something that has been an uncomfortable truth for someone. And now here you are, ready to back it up. Here you come. Truly, you are in your Hierophant shoes. Someone's poked the bear. Just step back. Just really step back. Whoever it is that's trying to prod you and poke you, it's just infantile button pressing, just to see what you're going to do, see what you're capable of, to try to get you to rise to the bait. And that supermoon energy will exacerbate it. So do not allow that to set the tone, because what you do now will have repercussions for months to come, which will make your path turn into a path of eggshells. So please speak and act with care, thought, and poise, because you are a generous soul, very, very generous soul in love. But if you are single, the right person is they're just out there trying to find you. But the energy of disruption that surrounds you, it needs to be cleared first. And then when you find your person, that's going to be very special for you both. If you're already in a relationship, perhaps you need to spark a little bit of fairy dust back into it, and it will surprise yourself, but also it will enchant your partner. So for those of you who chose this Chrysocolla heterogenite or the Hierophant card, financially, I think you are quite casual. If you have money, you enjoy it. If you don't, then you just get on with it and hope for manna from heaven. And it may well be that that manna is on its way for you. And I think it comes from very surprising quarters. So for those of you that chose this Chrysocolla heterogenite or the Hierophant card, that is your reading. Thank you. The supermoon that's coming, it's the first, I think we've got a couple more, and it's a very, very powerful energy. And if you imagine the supermoon as a magnifying glass, so whatever is going through you at the moment, how you deal with life, that's going to be here for a few months. And as each supermoon comes along, it magnifies it and magnifies it. So try and be in the positive. Try and look at the best side of things. And sometimes it just feels like you've been dumped on from a great height. You've got to try and look at, what is the lesson am I going to learn from? What am I being given? What opportunity am I being given? Am I being tested to see if I have a little paddy and have a little strop? Is my patience being tested? Sometimes it's as simple as that. Learning to be patient. Learning to see not only the view over there, which is quite pretty, and you think, that it's very pretty, and that's the view you see. This is the lot that's been put in front of you, and you're looking at it and thinking, it's quite difficult. It's difficult to negotiate. It's try to take yourself above it and look down and at the aerial point of view to see what it all looks like from the sky above, and then everything falls into perspective. And it's learning to do that. The supermoon's quite a strong power, and it's here 6th to the 7th of October. So treat it with great care and enjoy it. Bring light and love into your heart. There's plenty of darkness going on in the world, and every one of us, we're all here for a reason, and we're all here to cast some light, shine the light. So, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share if you would as well. And I do appreciate that. It helps. YouTube is really pushing us to get you to do that, because the more interactions you do, the more they see of our videos. And if you don't interact or if you don't comment, they just dump the videos. And how can we get a foot on the rung in YouTube? It's very difficult. So if you want your own personal reading, I've put some details in the description box, and you can email me and I'll give you the cost price and how we go about things. And then I'll send you the video of your reading, but only you will be able to see it. Nobody else will be able to see it. And thank you. Thank you, my friends. Have a great time. Namaste.